we go, guys. The next inspiration picture. This was a little album. I think they did it on mermaids. I think that's what it was on. A Rachel Doer. Probably not pronouncing that correctly. But that's where the picture came from. I just sort of snapped it as inspiration because I sort of like this little fold out. So I started playing with it. And a little mock-up that I did, this flips out. And I've just got some together for a little mock-up like that. That's using that side with pattern paper. Of course, I could turn it over this way. And I could pick my pictures and stuff in here and use it this way. So whatever way you choose, you can build out going up, down, and to make a fold in. That's what I sort of came up with using this. So basically, I sort of was playing around to start out with different sizes. So of course I cut out squares because you need to start with squares. There's some bigger squares, a little bit smaller. Excuse me, hiccups. Even smaller, went down to even smaller to here is the very first mock-up that I did. Used using book pages and made of the teeny ones, and you can see it here. Okay, so that was my first mock-up, and all these like fold out and come up, but just like that one. That was the second one that I did, trying with that. So I'm going to show you how to do this fold. I even had one template of even bigger. So it doesn't matter what size. You just start with any size square you want. It doesn't matter. Any size square will do. So I'm going to start with this square since it's easier to show. And this is how you end up doing it. You take your square. You're going to line up those edges. And you're literally going to just pinch right in the middle. Just pinch. Then fold it the opposite direction. And just pinch. Now you have in the middle, it's probably hard for you to see, but you know how it is. You get that little edge right there, the little point in the middle, and that's where you fold these over and you fold up your corners to that center. Now, this will depend how well you cut your square. If you've got an even cut square, when I did these book pages, they're not perfect. But when I cut these out, I used my cutter and measured or best to that. So it really depends, but I'm going to show you it'll still turn out because this one was not measured. I did rough squares, approximately the same size, and I think it turned out just fine. Okay? But this is how you do it. And I will need at least 2 of these to show you the process. So I've got that fold, so I'm going to take another one, do the exact same thing, line up the edges, pinch in the middle, opposite direction, line up the edges, pinch in the middle, so that I know where to fold them up to. It goes really fast. It really does go really fast. Okay. So now that you've got at least 2, do as many as you want. It depends how many flip outs and folds you want going to it. But when you get 2, this is how you do it. You're going to take 2 pieces and you're going to take these flaps and glue them together like that. And that makes that fold down there. That is how I did these. Okay? You just literally lay them down like that. Make sure they're evened up. Put your glue on one piece, fold it over, and they go together. You also have the option, if you just want to do it this way, line them up, make sure they're lined up. if you don't want the little triangle pieces folded out. But that's sort of a design thing. You can just glue it straight down, because you're going to be putting a picture or something here anyway. And on this one, same thing. If you don't want it to fold up, just put your glue on it. And glue it down. Okay? And then that way it's flat, and these pieces would fall in. And it all folds over. Never how many you want. Just keep going. So it really depends if you want to have the flap as a design element that can open up, or do you not want it to open up. Now, I will show how I glued those together. I'm going to pick out a next brown, because brown's what goes next. And I'll show you on this one how I connected them that way. Okay, fold over. Fold over and pinch in the middle. So now I've got my little place to fold these. Put my points into the center. In this one, I'm not folding exactly perfect. To prove to you, you know, it's okay. It is okay. See how I sort of straightened that one out? This one might not be exactly, but when you glue them, I'll show you what I do. Okay? So these two are going to go together like this. I want to buck up my pieces beside each other. And that's going to go over on that one. So, got them bucked up beside each other. Get my glue on there. There we go. Let's see how that piece is there. Now, this is what I do. See how there's like a little edge there? So once you glue them, don't be trimming over here yet, because you don't have anything attached to there. But you can trim if it goes off just a little bit. It's not that big of a deal. You just sort of look and say, okay, there we go. There's that side of it. That side of it. And like if I'm going to fold this in this way, I can do it this way. Just whatever way that you choose that you want to, and then fold in those little corners. Or if you don't want the little triangles pieces setting up, you just glue them straight down. But there we go. I can add pockets in here. I can add pictures in here. It's pretty much anything that you can dream of that you want to do. But that was the inspiration picture with that particular type of fold. And then you decorate it any way you want. If you want to put decorations on this side, then just use that as your pattern and cut that out. You know, trace that, and then you can cut papers out to lay over here of different designs if you want to. But there we go. That's the next inspiration. I want to think it's inspiration number 7, but I might be remembering wrong. But I'll catch you all later.